All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Finish the Story. Happy Friday. I am your host, Keegan Ray. I am joined here by my co-host, producer, Mr. Trent Ludzak.
Yay, I lost best friend status.
On the ones and twos. Hey, you got to earn that shit back, bro.
What did I do?
I don't know. I forgot.
You forgot?
You call me out on shit like that.
You guys see what I work with not here? Come on.
Yeah.
No, I'm just...
So, yeah, man, welcome to the podcast.
We're on.
Yeah. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing.
Yeah?
I'm doing comedy a lot these days. It's been good.
Yeah? Yeah, where'd you do it last? I have been doing
I did Punchline last night, and before that, Aaron Matsuda has a new open mic off Edgewood that it's like, here's the thing, it was a cool little space, but it was horribly unorganized up front where like she was there on time, like ready to set up.
Right.
And I was there early with a couple other people that showed up early. And the owners were like not there. Like the main guy that owns it
that's
just
perfect.
got back in town. And the guy that was supposed to meet her just was like flaking. But we eventually get in. It's a sick little space and it's only comedians.
Oh, man.
But it has potential and hopefully it's...
What's the name of it?
What is it? 510 Studio.
Okay.
It's like literally a building behind Joystick next to a barber shop.
Okay, so right down there with Joystick.
Is right there.
Nice, man.
Yep,
Well,
so
today's
that's a new Sunday
podcast, man, I'm going to have to dig deep. I ate a sketchy Philly cheesesteak last night and spent the night just throwing up. It was one of those times where I ate it and I was like, nah, this will be okay. And then at 3 a.m, I woke up and was like, nothing about this is okay. And Banjo, while I was throwing up, was attacking my feet.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I know. I was
very
just
helpful.
like, dude,
pet.
Fuck away from me, Banjo.
Bro, if you had a dog that would lick your feet in comfort to like comfort you.
Yeah. Like come to your rescue
Yeah.
like a Saint Bernard.
Yeah.
Cats,
But
they don't
instead
give
you
a
have
fuck.
Cat. Your cat's trying to murder you while make it worse.
Yeah, he's like actively just harassing me. He's like, oh, I can sense his weakness.
Yeah. Yeah.
Time to pounce.
Evil
All right, well,
monsters.
today, man, I'm excited about our guest. We have
we've
Atlanta.
been making him stare at us for long
Yeah, I
enough.
know, right? Because sometimes when we're at the same side of the table, I feel like we do this for too long.
Yeah.
It's not easy staring at y'all.
Hey, so oh no,
No,
I know,
we're
we're rough.
Horrific look.
Yeah, we're rough to look at. This looks like a mugshot. This is like this looks like the January 6th watch list on this side of the table. But we are joined by Atlanta comedian Dave Oakley. Man, thank you for coming on.
Hey, thank you for having me, man. Appreciate it. It's good to be here.
How you doing?
I'm doing great, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, I just got back from Nashville.
How was that?
It was great, man. It was a combo trip. It was like my wedding anniversary, but it was also I was on a show Saturday night up there. It was an interesting show. It was like ran by this guy. His name is Rev Run Muffington.
Oh,
So
that
I didn't
guy
know.
booked me on something.
Bro, it's a fun show, dude. It's called the name.
an
I was
awesome
like,
name,
it's
dude.
all right. I opened the message when I saw that name. I was like, all right, I gotta see what this guy's
I did
saying,
the same
dude.
exact thing.
But it's
Yeah.
a show called Deliciously Nothing where there's like an in-studio band.
Yeah.
And then there's like a panel of 3 guys. And you go in, you do 5 minutes of stand-up. Then they pull, like, you go over to their table. They interview you for like 5 or 10 minutes. And then this band plays a song. And then the next comic goes up and does the same shit. And there's just like 6 or 7 comics.
It's 5 minutes?
Yeah.
I heard 10.
Well, I did 5. And he said 5. Like,
Okay.
for the record. Like, but not till I got there. I had to
Yeah.
message him and be
He
ahead of time.
messaged me, and I think he said 10.
Dude, well,
And here's the thing.
it's
I'm
fun.
not driving to Nashville for 5 minutes.
That's what I was just thinking. That's a
Well,
long drive.
like I said,
Especially, I heard from another comic who I'm not gonna disclose. He's like, it's a cool show, but there's like literally you're just performing for the band and producer.
It's 100% true. But it was still fun. They're a good audience, even though maybe little. And the thing is, they never heard your shit before.
Yeah.
You know, it's very fresh to them, you know? Like
So how does the wife feel about you sneaking a show in?
no, she was down, dude.
Nice,
Like, yeah,
nice.
she
Yeah.
loves hanging out with the comics
Cat's
and
all
shit.
about the stand up.
Yeah, for sure.
That's awesome.
I'm very lucky in that
Yeah.
regard. Yeah, she loves it. So it was a great night all around. The fact that the show went well was like a big plus, and then we just celebrate our anniversary.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I technically still am. I left her at the house to come hang out and do this, but I probably,
Nice.
I'll probably head back home after this, I imagine, because I'm still on vacation for another, like, I don't know, 8 hours.
Maybe maybe just don't eat a muffin, you know?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
Come
kind of
home,
why,
just comatose.
dude. Listen, that's why I said I wanted to, but I probably shouldn't.
Every time you go to podcast, you come home like this.
If you bring her a muffin though,
Maybe.
Yeah, she would love that.
Yeah,
Of course,
we'll
yeah,
talk
yeah.
about it, dude. I had a buddy that used to do music, and he'd come over to my house, and he would like just like rehearse music. I would play percussion for him, but he had a
Okay.
kid and a wife, and his wife was pretty uptight. So as soon as he would come over to my house, this dude would just start letting loose. I'm talking about ripping bowls. He's drinking beers, and I wouldn't even be drinking. I'd be like, all right, dude, do what you do. And then every time his wife would pick him up, she'd be like, every time you go to Keegan's, y'all just get so fucked. I'm like, there's no y'all involved in this. Like he came and got fucked up. I had nothing to do with it. And it was like every time I knew he was just in the car going, well, you know how Keegan is, a single guy. You know how he is. It's like, bro, this is you. Like you're the fucking. That's like my brother. Every time that we hang out with him and he doesn't have the kids, and
gets fucked up.
It's party time.
Yeah.
It's party
That's
time.
understandable though,
But
especially
see-
if you got an uptight wife or kids.
Yeah,
I mean,
but see-
you definitely got to blow off
an
steam.
uptight kid.
You got an uptight kid and
Dude,
wife.
nowadays-
Dude, my kid would turn me in to
That's-
the government if there was a
My
program.
kid's a
That's
snitch,
what people
dude.
are raising nowadays,
Oh.
dude.
No, my brother and sister-in-law do it right because they trade off. So like one time they'll go out, like my brother will go off and like get to go
And
out.
one of them stays sober?
Stays with the kid. Stay with the kid.
Oh, stay
yeah,
with-
yeah.
Did they
yeah.
ever go like with other families where they'll like just trade, like batches? Are they ever like getting into
Trade
like
batches?
the
It's
It's not
large?
like child
mean,
swap.
Like, are they
with
getting?
children.
Are they getting into like the
And
larger
the fact
child
that you
trading
called,
market?
that you called children batches
Batches.
is
Right.
wild, dude. That is fucking wild.
Wow.
It
All right,
definitely wasn't.
Jeffrey Epstein. He's like, so do they ever just trade litters? Like,
No.
what are you saying,
Dude,
dude?
litters would have been more appropriate than batches.
Batches is
It definitely.
Batches makes me just think of like piles of cum. That's a batch. That's a batch.
But I get it from maybe your alcohol background. Now I'm
Yeah.
seeing that.
Yeah,
That's
like,
just it was
yeah.
just it took me a
Oh
second.
my
My
God.
brain was like, batches.
So it wasn't the word that I meant really, but it was the word that came out for sure, and I can't deny that.
Well,
That's hilarious.
glad it did.
I'm not.
No, that is the
Oops.
worst when you can hear yourself saying like the wrong thing.
Yes.
And you're
Yeah.
just like, what? Am I having a stroke? Like, what
it's
is
even
happening?
worse when it's into a mic that's
Yeah, yeah.
recording. Yeah. But
Yeah.
dude, it was funny.
I don't know. It usually ends up in about a minute of laughter, so I'm fine.
Yeah,
with it.
exactly. It was funny.
So what's up, man? So you're
Not a lot.
skipping out on your anniversary?
I mean, a
You're
little
here.
bit, but I mean,
Nice.
we've had like a great weekend. Like
Right.
honestly, it couldn't be better. But
Nashville's fun.
yeah, absolutely, dude.
I love
Nashville's
Nashville.
the shit, dude. That's like probably the third or fourth time I've been there. Man, we always have a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm glad to be back to like work and shit tomorrow, routine.
Yeah.
You know.
Sometimes I
Back in
stress
swing of
out when I go on vacation. I'm like stressed out the whole time about all the shit that I'm not doing.
Yeah, you gotta not do that.
Yeah,
'Cause that's
I-
the whole point of it.
I know.
Yeah,
But I'm just sitting there like, fuck. I have to. What my thing is, I have to get away from the emails and like the
Okay.
text messages, because like I'll still be like in work text,
yeah,
so I'm just
dude,
like in
I'm
that
kinda-
group text, like fuck.
I feel you. Yeah. There is that, but like I don't really look at that as work so much.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Yeah,
more
yeah.
of just like me and staying in touch with the friends. But I mean, I also don't. I'm a bartender. I don't deal with like work emails.
Right,
so
right.
I don't know what that's like. But
I deal
Yeah.
with that a lot.
yeah, it sounds horrible.
It's a
To be
big
honest,
problem.
it sounds
Yeah,
horrible.
I've sat here and listened to your work calls, and I'm like, what,
Bro, most
Dude.
most of my work is through emails or phone calls. Like almost all
Oh, that
of them.
sounds yeah. Nah.
But I mean, I'm taking time off right now. I think yesterday is the first day that I truly like accepted that I'm in time off.
Yeah.
Nice. What'd you do?
Well, I stayed up through all the mics and like did the whole hang with everybody, and I wasn't like exhausted or worried about
At
tomorrow.
Punchline?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is the best, because that's the worst when you're trying to hang out and you're already doing work math. And you're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I drive home right now, I got to be up in 5 hours.
Yeah. Kind of
Yeah.
takes away from the hang.
Yeah, it does.
I mean,
you can't even
totally.
enjoy it. You
But
can't
like,
even enjoy
it's
it.
hard. It takes me a week to get out of that mentality,
Yeah.
Right.
and then I'm on break.
Damn.
Then
Takes a week to break.
Yeah.
Mentally, I'm 65.
But
and
then by that
retired.
time, it's like, oh, I got to go back to work now.
Yeah, by the time you actually get into vacation mode.
Oh man.
I got to send an email tomorrow that says I need more time off.
Yeah, you need more than a week.
Actually,
You need 2 weeks at least
Apparently, yeah.
to get a week.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. All right, man. So did you bring a story for us today?
Yeah, I was thinking
Let's
about
do it. Let's get into it.
Okay. Well, this one I've told a couple times on stage.
Please
maybe.
don't mess with your mic.
I didn't mean to. I just.
It's all right.
So point it so it's pointing at your face.
All right.
You're talking over it.
Isn't it?
Yeah, you're good.
You're talking over it.
Okay.
Point it at your mouth.
I mean, I couldn't be more pointed at my mouth.
We got
You're
it.
good.
Yeah.
Trent, shut up, man. It's okay. Just yeah.
He's on the production side of it.
I know. Damn, that's loud.
Yeah, because you're far away and the mic's having trouble picking you up.
Okay. Whatever
Alright.
you say, buddy. I'll do it.
We got to be able to hear you on the recording. buddy.
Yeah. Hey, it's fine with me. I hate my voice though, so
No,
that's
dude,
kind of
it sounds-
sucks.
No, it sounds fine.
No, it's cool.
It sounds fine.
Okay. Well, so yeah, like I said, I've tried this. I don't know, a couple times on stage, but I figured I'd run it by you because
Yeah.
it's just kind of like it's kind of weird. It's like the true story of the time I successfully like counterfeted money to buy heroin.
Nice.
Oh,
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
cool. Was
Yeah,
it in
man.
this neighborhood?
No.
Like, actually, it was 2 houses down.
It was
The
no.
dude with
I
the skeleton.
Yeah.
bro, I legit have bought heroin 2 houses down the
Oh,
other way.
shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of
Oh,
my
it was the other way?
one. Yeah, it was that
I always
way.
assumed it was that way
No,
for
it
some
was
reason.
right
I
down
did too.
there. 2 houses down that way. Oh yeah.
So
that-
they're
that
not
was
just having a
wild.
barbecue.
Yeah, no. This was.
I'm always like, damn, dude, they're
Well,
hanging out.
Yeah. Dude,
Somebody's
yeah.
just nodding down on the ribs.
It's yeah.
All right, so
Good spot.
Hell yeah.
But no, this was in like. Well, I'll get to it. It was in the Bluffs where I was going, which, yeah, I'll get to that. But so I basically had this is. I don't know, I was like 22, 23 or whatever, and I had a full-blown heroin addiction. I would wake up at 4 or 5 in the morning sometimes like 6, like in sweats, withdrawals, and if I didn't have money to go get dope, then I needed to figure out how to get it.
Who said heroin addicts don't wake up early?
yeah, right. Fuck.
More like-
take that, David Goggins.
Yeah, right?
I'm up at 5
Piece of
a.m.
shit.
with withdrawals, baby.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm running down the street too. Totally different reason. I'm out here with David Goggins.
I'm looking for copper. What are you carrying in your
I'm out here
hands?
doing some copper deadlifts. Out here scrapping metal, baby. Oh, scrappy dude. Yeah.
Yeah, dude,
On a
we're up and at 'em.
Yeah, up and at 'em on a side quest.
Yeah, like fucking, cold, dry, hot sweating, cold sweating, whatever. But anyway, so like
Are you in a hoodie or a puffy jacket?
hoodie.
Hoodie,
Always.
for sure.
Yeah, always a
Pajama
hoodie.
pants.
Did you hang out with the puffy
No.
jacket heroin guys, or were they like a separate clique?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, we all hung together.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
only
it's
two-
like comedians.
It's only 2 uniforms. Puffy
Yeah.
jacket or hoodie.
Yeah, that's it. That's
Just
it.
sweating through both.
Just oh god, yeah,
You
dripping
just
it.
got like a pastor. You got a sweat towel just for your withdrawals.
I'll turn into like an old black lady
Yeah.
in church with a fan, dude. I just always have a fan on me
Just
for
on
some
the
reason.
block.
Yeah.
If you keep
Yeah.
batteries more than 10 minutes, you'd have one of the little electric guys.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
definitely.
right, dude.
That
Yeah,
sprays
right.
water
Yeah, you have
too.
that for 5 minutes until somebody's like, "I'll give you $10 for that." Sold.
Ooh.
All right.
All right.
So you're
So,
up and
yeah.
at 'em.
So all right. So yeah, I wake up this one particular morning. I have a $10 bill in my pocket, and that's it. And I needed like at least about $50 to get going at the time.
Really? That was like
Yeah,
your,
dude, it
a
was-
day bare minimum.
No, that was
50?
the first half of my day. Because like what I would do is I'd get like $50 together, go get some dope, and then that would definitely it would kill my withdrawals. But then also I'd get really good and high also from that, and then I'd like
Nice.
go to work at a restaurant somewhere or whatever, and then I could make money for
A credible
the night to
establishment.
go get some more
Right.
at night.
Right.
Which
So this was
I-
just enough to
this-
get you into work.
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah.
And I don't know how long I lived. Like that's a terrible way to live. I do not advise it.
What would you say? How many years?
Well, I was doing that for like 2 to 3 years, probably. I mean, I was like from the time I first did heroin to the time I got off, it was about 5 years.
Oof. You start aging like dog years, bro.
Oh, bro,
that's
it's crazy.
Aging like a president.
Yeah, yes, for real.
It's rough, man. You can see it. You can see it on people.
You just deteriorate.
Yeah.
And you don't see it at the time,
No.
not until afterwards when you like look back like at pictures and shit. You're like, holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
And I mean, you look like you were barely surviving, and I guess I probably was. It was rough.
It's wild though how good people can like hide it and be functional. I mean, we had a friend that was like checked into rehab, and I remember everybody was like, "For what?"
Really?
And nobody knew. Nobody knew he was doing heroin.
What was his?
He was doing heroin, but he was just sniffing it.
You could easily sneak it.
Yeah. He was just sniffing it so he wouldn't have tracks, but it was like...
Yeah, the hardest part about it was like actually getting your hands on it.
Right.
I didn't know. Like I didn't even have a guy for many of those years. Like a lot of times I'd have stretches where I actually had dope dealers and I'd go to them every time, and life was great. But when I didn't have a guy...
What a guy.
Yeah. When I didn't have a guy,
Yeah.
what you would do is you just drive into the Bluffs, which is like right off Bankhead Highway and Northside. You turn on to Bankhead from Northside, and then like the second or third street on the left, you bust the left down, just go right down there, and you go to the right intersection, and the people would just come out and be like, "Yo, what you want?"
It's like the fucking Wire.
It's crazy. It's exactly like that.
That's
dude.
crazy.
It's exactly like
That's
that. And then you
insane.
tell them what you want, okay? Because they ask you if you want coke or heroin or crack or heroin, and you tell them, and then they run to a fucking like house, run upstairs, grab something, or they'll have it hidden in some bushes off to the side, or like those utility like little things that stand up.
Yeah.
They'll like lift the cover of those and have a bunch of bags.
Oh,
under
so it's
there.
like an Easter egg hunt.
That's pretty cool.
How fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but if you get caught looking around in bushes in that neighborhood,
dude,
it's a big problem.
If you can't, literally, you couldn't get away with walking down the street.
No.
I mean, I don't think.
Yeah.
Like
probably
they
not.
protect.
Because people do
themselves.
that at festivals. It's called ground scores. People walk around after the main show will let out, and people walk around with flashlights and just find all the shit people left.
I've heard of
Phones,
that.
money.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, I've had friends that will like get up and we'll go to the next show and they'll be like, "You're like, what?" I left my whole everything. Like my bowl, my grinder.
Right.
Like somebody just
Right.
sat down and was like, holy shit. I told you that one time and we did a podcast with Nate. I watched a dude at a concert take a pill off of the ground.
Which is...
Didn't even know what it was. He
Just
just
popped
found it and ate it. I was like, yo.
That guy's
what
living
the
somewhere else.
fuck,
Yeah,
dude.
for sure.
What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, I kind of get that.
That's brave.
That guy's living
That's
in
a
God's
brave-
It's
kingdom
brave,
these days.
but it's so stupid.
It's so
dude.
stupid. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I have. What is wrong with you?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like
bro.
where's your head at?
I've been there though, so I get
crazy,
it.
dude. That's crazy.
But
So
I
are you saying,
now-
Dave, there was 5 years where if you found a ground pill, you would go for it?
Or I probably have.
You have?
I'm sure. Not from a festival, but
Bro, but what if it was literally stepped on?
I don't know. Dude.
So what years are we
I
talking?
was real bad.
What years were we talking? Was
ages.
fentanyl
Yeah.
a big
Oh yeah.
thing? Oh,
I
shit.
did fentanyl,
Wow.
but I did fentanyl like on purpose though.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it was
Yeah.
before it was like
No, Dave's
in
hard.
everything. No, it's not that I'm hard. It's I'm old, dude. I'm 37, dude. Like
Now this is what I heard one time. My buddy's sister, when she went to rehab, she was cutting the fentanyl patches.
that's what it
and
was.
just-
I overdosed on that.
My God, dude, that's
Whoa.
insane.
Yeah,
that's fucking
that
insane.
was my first overdose.
That's like some train spotting shit.
Yeah, it was fucked up, and it was even more like train spotting because I like overdosed, fell
'Cause I
on
had
the
a
floor,
baby in the other room.
and I came to, and the two girls I were with were just sitting there talking, like a body didn't just fall
Oh
like
my
to
God,
the
dude,
floor.
that's the service industry will do that to you.
Yeah, these girls weren't in the service industry,
Oh,
dude.
okay.
No, these were. I met this one girl
I
working.
thought you were saying at the bar. I was like, damn.
Oh no! We were at. I'm sorry. Yeah, we were at her, one of them's houses.
Oh, okay,
We were
okay.
all chilling on a couch. It was my turn to hit the fentanyl, so I hit it.
It was my turn. to
I
fucking-
hit too much of it.
To do
I
the fentanyl
fell over.
Go-Gurt.
Yeah.
And they just took their turns.
Well, I completely blacked out, fell to, and then like when I finally came to a few minutes later, they were just sitting there talking like nothing had just
Yeah.
happened. So like yeah, it was
Do you think they had a moment where they're like, maybe we shouldn't take the next round?
No, I think no.
No, they were probably
They
like,
were like, we should do the rest of this before
Yeah.
he wakes up.
Yeah.
Probably.
they're like, well, I
That's
guess
how
he's
junkies
missing
think,
his
Trent.
turn.
They're not. Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's a shame.
It's not good.
It's a shame. But
Okay.
anyway, back to this counterfeit story where like, okay,
Yeah.
so where was I, dude?
Driving to the Bluffs, 4 a.m. David
I
Goggins.
woke up. Yeah, woke up withdrawing. I had $10, so I always I tried to get the money however I could, but like preferably without being like a piece of shit,
Right.
if possible,
Yeah.
man. And so this morning I woke up and I had $10, and I was like, all right, I got an idea. So I went downstairs. All right, snuck into my dad's room and stole a $20 bill. I took it back up to my bedroom and scanned it in my computer.
Okay.
My plan was I'm gonna counterfeit $20.
This is like Catch Me If You Can, just the heroin version.
Yeah, much dumber than that guy, dude. So like I'm like,
I don't know. Sounds pretty smart to me.
Yeah, so far so good.
I scan it in like both sides. And then the first thing I do is I sneak back down and I put the $20 bill back in my dad's wallet because I was like, told you, I was just really trying not to be a piece of shit that
Don't
day.
want to burn that bridge.
Again, yeah. I was really not trying to piss him off again.
Yeah.
No, but
Skating on thin ice, could we say?
dude, he was patient.
The thinnest.
So yeah, I do that. I scan it. I print it off, and then like the next thing I do is I go downstairs, ask my mom where the super glue was, and I was just like hoping she didn't ask
you
a
have
22-year-old.
you have to glue two sides together.
Dude, this is my genius plan. I'm gonna print off on regular ass 8x11 printer paper.
Nice.
White printer paper, by the
Perfect.
way, not
Perfect.
the color of cash, in case you notice.
Monopoly ones.
Monopoly ones, and then I'm gonna print off each side, cut it up, and super glue it together. And each bill was like this thick, dude.
Yeah, way too thick.
Way too thick. And I print off 2 sets of 20, so now my 40 becomes a 50.
Oh,
My
that's
problem
nice.
is solved. And then I was
And
like,
let's be real, you're withdrawing. So
I
your
am
arts
out
and
of my
crafts,
mind.
your arts and crafts skill is fucking
Yeah.
dick.
Weak.
Okay, let's be
There's
real.
not a
Everything
straight line on
about
one of these bills.
No,
He's
no.
not cutting that shit straight.
No.
That shit looks like a toddler had a seizure.
kindergartner. Yes, dude.
It looks like you used plastic scissors.
I know.
Those safety scissors. And as your mom, because
Man, is this crayon?
I could fill in the blanks here and say that
Yeah, the printer
you've
was
been
running out of toner. I had to fill it in with crayon.
You've been up to some shenanigans for a minute. So when you came down, you're like, do you have any super glue? She's like, I don't even want to fucking know, Dave.
Yeah, dude.
Just please go the fuck back upstairs. I don't fucking care.
She told me.
Just tell me if it's for a wound or not.
Yeah.
And that's all I need
Don't-
to know.
Dude,
Oh,
be like,
she's
my
not
mom,
that
don't
invested.
call me from jail. Don't call me. Like we go out of the house. Like she'd be like, "What's in your pocket?" You'd be like, "A lighter." Don't call me from jail. I don't know what y'all are blowing up out there. Do not
Yeah.
call me from
Yeah.
jail.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're super gluing.
Super
They're
gluing.
thick as hell.
Dude, just out of my mind. I mean,
Yeah.
this whole time I'm thinking I am the fucking
MacGyver.
smartest person on earth.
Yeah.
I mean, like in a way, junkies can be sometimes like the things they come up
Yeah.
with to like acquire drugs and shit. It's pretty out of the box thinking a lot of times.
sure.
Sometimes, and when it works, you do feel like a genius. But
Is
really,
this
That's
the
what-
most creative one you've done?
I mean, if not, it's up there. It's the only one that comes to mind.
We
like,
need a Shark Tank with heroin addicts, where we're the people, and it's just like, listen, I'm gonna take a light bulb, and I'm gonna hook it to it. You're like, I'll give you $20.
I think we could sell that in Portugal.
yeah.
Hell yeah,
Lisbon.
dude. Let's do that.
Let's
Finish
do
the
it.
story. Tank.
Yeah.
So we need. So here's what we'll do. We'll go on Shark Tank and pitch our idea to pitch a Shark Tank
Yeah.
show.
They're
in
like, are you
Portugal."
pitching our show
yes,
to
yeah,
us?
yeah.
You're like, yeah.
Yeah, but somewhere where we can do cool stuff. You
Yeah.
guys are just doing lame stuff like sponges.
Well, we could do it in
We're
Portland.
gonna do a different
Portland.
kind of sponge.
It's a lot closer than
Portland,
Lisbon.
for sure.
That
We
is
could do it
true.
in Portland.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Philadelphia, we could go to KA.
Let's just do that.
Yeah, or keep it at home and do it on the bluffs.
We can go to the bluffs. It's still popping,
could.
dude.
Yeah, just do like an outdoor. We got a mobile podcast setup, dude.
Yeah.
We can do it right outside of the
Those guys,
Metrodome.
those guys would love
Yeah.
to see us out there. I
Oh,
think.
It could
God.
be, dude. Then you could do it like that grocery store sweepstakes where people run through with buggies, but they're just grabbing copper.
I don't think I can
there's
bring
no copper in
these
the
mic
bluffs.
stands.
There's no way there's any copper
Oh
in the
no,
bluffs.
we'll import copper from North Georgia.
Okay.
We are using,
That's what I'm saying. When we undo it, you could feel the energy in the room. Everybody would be
Right.
like, "That's a lot of fucking copper." As soon as you dig it off, it's just
Bro, I would just figure out how much is it for just a copper bar.
oh,
No
dude.
idea.
Like one of those things,
like a gold bar, but a copper bar.
like a Scrooge McDuck,
Dude, if
like
you
copper
walked-
bar, dude.
Dude, put it in a sack and be like, I will bash your skull in with this thing if you come after it.
It would.
No, they would, because
Absolutely.
having your skull bashed in by copper probably sounds better than a lot of other things.
Yeah.
He died doing what he
We're
loved.
basically just pitching like bum fights, like it's slowly
Yeah.
but surely descending into.
It's just
All right.
life for
I'm
I'm
some
thinking
people.
more of a
So you got
gladiator
your-
vibe.
Gladiator, yes.
I was thinking like American Ninja Warrior. Crack at the
yeah.
front half, heroin at the end.
Yeah.
Crack to see you get through the obstacle, heroin to come down,
Yes,
level you
sir.
out.
Yeah, that's a fun idea.
Yeah, that's a real fun idea. Encourage
Are
costumes.
you listening, Shark Tank?
Yeah, Shark Tank. We're just gonna come on and drink beer for an hour. It's just like Jesus Christ. I'll do coke in the bathroom and just come out and pitch like you have never seen, dude. Be out there on coke, just like, and I'm telling you, it's fucking Top Golf, but baseball.
I wonder how many people
It's
go up.
Top Golf, but baseball.
You talking about a batting cage?
Yes. I only say that because I was doing that one
You
night.
mean the thing?
Somebody was like, "Yeah, you were at the bar screaming about fucking a batting cage." I was like, "God damn it!" Like, I don't ever like black out and like drive a car. I black out and I'm like super obnoxious. I'm like,
Yeah.
"We're gonna make a shirt that just says down to get down." Like, dude, I heard you the first 32 fucking
Yeah.
times.
Wow, that really hit home with that example.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be great too. A Shark Tank, but it's all with people on coke.
I
Otherwise,
wonder
no.
how many people
It's Monkey
have been.
Barrel. That's just what that is. That's Monkey Barrel at 3 a.m. All right, so you got your counterfeit money.
Yep, you got your counterfeit
Yes.
money.
So I got my fake money. I got
Yeah.
my stack of 3 bills that's like, half an inch
Too
thick.
thick.
But what I did was I wrapped the real $10 bill on the outside of the 2 fake 20s because I was
Okay.
like, this will
Yeah.
get them.
Yeah.
I was like, this is what's going to happen.
They're not going to check this at all.
And they're not
No,
going to
dude.
open it.
Coming from an
So-
upstanding citizen like me, no way.
So I drive down the street that I go down, like my street.
Call it Shakedown. Shakedown Street.
Shakedown Street. Might have been. No. Yeah. Anyway.
Counterfeiters have.
Yeah, counterfeit app. Hold on, just making sure I'm not forgetting anything. Yeah, head down there. Yeah, head down to the bluffs. Fully intent on robbing a fucking gangster.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the most dangerous
It's a
neighborhood
solid plan.
in
Yeah.
Atlanta.
I think it's going to go well.
Yeah. I mean, it was just the stupidest thing I've ever done, dude. I mean, not in hindsight, like, I at the time I thought it was the smartest thing I ever did, but it's so stupid, man. So I go down the street. The guy, he asked me through the window what I need. I tell him. He like hands me the bag. I hand him the money, and he's like, "All right." And then I start driving off, like with the dope in my hand. And I'm
Right.
like, "Holy fucking shit!
This fucking worked.
This
did it.
worked. This worked."
I did it.
And yeah, earlier when I said I successfully,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was a lie.
Technically,
That was a lie. I
Well,
didn't-
technically, this is success so far.
success.
yeah, but here's where it goes back.
Momentary
down.
success.
It was a very fleeting moment, dude. I was so proud, and out of nowhere, like 15 seconds after starting slowly going down the street, fucking ghetto Clark Kent or whatever,
Yeah.
Superman dives into my window as I'm moving.
He soldier boyed you.
He soldier boyed me and puts a gun to my
Love it.
fucking head.
Oh,
And so
shit.
like I stop the car, and my very first thought was God, I should have put that window up sooner, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely. You should have rolled the. You gotta roll the window.
You should have
up.
driven faster.
I should have driven faster, but I
Yeah,
didn't.
you don't do a slow peel out like 2 miles an hour,
I was
so everybody
cocky,
sees
dude.
me.
I told you, I thought I was smart.
Like the fact that he could
cocky.
run down your car and then dive into
Bro,
like.
did you touch the gas or did you just let go of the brake?
It was, yeah. Maybe I had just let go of
You were just rolling?
the brake. Maybe I was just rolling. This is.
You might as well start ghost riding.
I hadn't gone far. That's all I know. I hadn't gone far, and I was rolling slowly. Yeah.
Like, it was probably far enough. It was at the farthest, a short enough distance that one guy can yell, "Hey, stop that guy," and then another guy that's closer.
He probably was walking away, and as soon as he looked at it, he's like, "This motherfucker got me!" And then he turned around and was like, "Oh no, he's right there."
Oh, he didn't get me.
I was still withdrawing. I was like moving slowly and stupidly.
How sure are you that the car was moving?
Yeah,
sure.
you just did.
I'm sure. No.
You're like, I'm fucking out of here, dude. Let's go. You're on a scooter.
You're looking at him
Guys,
and laughing.
I will fucking kill you, dude.
Dude, that thought never crossed my mind of how sure am I? I'm like, I'm pretty sure. But now that you put the doubt in my mind, I don't know. Maybe I never moved this all these years later. I never moved.
You were just in
I was
park.
just sitting there. I don't know. Either
You were
way,
so dumbfounded that it worked.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I was like, whoa.
And you know that he was so dumbfounded. He's like, no, the fuck he didn't.
Yeah.
Just like, no.
This crazy white boy. Like, what the fuck
Yeah.
is he doing? So puts a gun to my head, pull over. He just puts his hand out, and I put the dope in his hand, and then like he says to me, which in hindsight is like pretty bone chilling, but like at the time I wasn't that worried about it. He just goes, "You're lucky I have 2 strikes, or I would be dead, or you would be dead."
Wow.
And he just said it so matter of factly, and I didn't
God.
care about that. All I could think was like, how am I supposed to get high now?
Yeah.
Like this
Yeah.
guy just took back my high. Like that's really
Oh,
what
did
single.
he take the real money too?
Well, that's the thing is
You're
like,
hey, man,
I
now
was
you
like,
lose $10.
I know you're not gonna kill me, but can I get that 10 back?
bro, literally. That
Did
is
you ask
hilarious. That is exactly what I did.
Absolutely,
That's the
I knew it.
And that's also the punchline of the story. So
Oh,
maybe I
sorry.
need to. No. That's good. I'm glad because I need a.
And he gave it back
That's
to
just
you.
really what happened. I don't know if like for the first stage I need to. So yeah, I'll finish the story.
Yeah,
but it is
finish
that
it, sorry.
basically is where like, yeah, I was sitting there like, how am I supposed to get high now? And then I remembered. And then I said to him, "Is like, is there any way I can get the real 10 back?" And he just like shook his head, like he pitied me for a second,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
He was like, "This motherfucker."
That's a
and he
sad
just,
place to be.
Yeah, and he got out the car and left, and then I left. Yeah, so
That was
But, like-
that was a rock bottom.
you got that right, dude. That was
Wow.
He like went home and immediately quit selling heroin. He's
Yeah,
like,
he's
dude, I
like-
gotta clean this
yeah.
up.
He's like,
I
I
changed
can't.
it.
Fucking sad out here, dude.
It's really
Maybe that's the angle for the punchline, then, dude.
really crushing my soul out here
Yeah.
on these
It's like,
streets.
we had a buddy one time that got
It's
robbed.
like I'm making money, but what cost?
At what cost? Emotionally and karmically. No, we had a buddy one time that got robbed, and the dude comes up and he's like, give me all your money. And our buddy's like, dude, I have no money. And the guy's like, what? And he like empties his pockets, hands him his wallet. He has nothing.
Oh
and so
my
the dude's like,
God.
what the fuck? Throws his wallet down. He's like, give me your phone. So our buddy goes to hand it to him. He goes, the screen's cracked and it doesn't really charge. And the dude's like, God damn. So he's like, give me your fucking bike. And so as he's walking away with the bike, our buddy's like, just to let you know, the front brakes don't work. So kind of ride slow down the hill. And the dude just turned around and looked at him and then just threw his bike down and walked
Oh my god.
like completely just looked at my friend like, you broke piece
Yeah,
of shit.
yeah.
Like,
Why
you
did
motherfucker.
you rob better shit from somebody else
Well, my
already?
friend was like,
Yeah.
dude, you're doing better than me. You got a gun. What is that? Like $300?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, like-
dude.
Get a gun not attached to
That's-
your name? I mean,
He's like, I have nothing. You're doing
Nothing,
far
dude.
better than me. I was just like, damn, you had nothing to give him. Because he like got home
That's-
at our
yeah.
friend's house. He's like, I got robbed. I was like, what'd they take? He goes, I had nothing to give.
Yeah.
I, was
I
like,
offered
damn.
him everything
Yeah.
and he politely declined.
Yeah. You politely declined is hilarious. From like a robber, like, you know what? On second
You
thought.
know what? I don't need this as much
Yeah,
as
yeah.
you do.
Yeah, he gives you a
Here,
$5.
take my gun.
Yeah, he gives you a $5 bill. Like,
Yeah.
I'll give you one bullet.
call your mom, dude.
Give you one bullet.
That's rough when you get robbed and have nothing to give. There's nothing to take. Like, what can I give you? This is like we used to have this comedian in Savannah that would talk about his divorce, and he'd be like, "She got half a skateboard." Like, what do you want?
Were they fucking homeless?
What do you want? Wow,
Comedian.
Yeah. I mean, technically,
comedian. She had the money. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where it's like I realized when I woke up one day in this apartment I was living in, and my ceiling just caved in with water. I was just like, wow, I'm like one shitty morning away from just now. I'm like, I'm homeless. I have no fucking idea where to go, what to do.
Yeah.
Just that quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just wake up in the morning hungover as shit to just your ceiling raining shit water down. It was terrible. My neighbor upstairs had his AC just running into the wall. And just never told anybody.
Oh my God.
He's like, I just didn't think about it. Like, what in the fuck did you think was going to happen? Like, what did you think?
Have you ever been homeless, Trent?
Yeah. Pretty
You have?
Right before I had this place, I was homeless for 2 months.
Did you sleep in your car?
Yeah. Well,
Thank
and
God
I was
you have that.
Yeah, I was
man.
about to say that's kind of the step
weird
up.
thing
That's
is
what keeps you afloat.
Absolutely.
Because then you can work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's hard to work without a job.
I was working,
or
and I was working enough to afford a place, but I couldn't find a place. Because, like, around here.
Was it around here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and they make you go through all kind of, like, they want to check your fucking, what do you have in your checkings? Like, what do you have?
Was
like,
it
how much do you
after
make?
the
like,
last
what the
place?
fuck?
Yeah.
So there was, like, a 2-month buffer where you didn't have a spot?
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly.
Well, it's like when I moved into my place, I had to pay so much in a deposit. And I was just like, what? I had money saved up, and I'm like,
yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like,
It's
why do I have
crazy.
to
You're
pay
like,
this?
I have
for
the
what?
money.
Right.
For what? What is this deposit for? Like, you should never need 2 months rent for a deposit. That's outrageous.
Yeah.
Fuck landlords.
Yeah. Fuck
Not
them,
mine.
dude.
Mine's a good one. But like in general, I've had the worst landlords. Like up until the landlord I have now, I've had horrible fucking.
Yeah, dude. They're usually pretty, like, absent.
Yeah.
You know, I found,
Yeah,
they're difficult to deal with, and if they're there to
Yeah.
deal with at all.
Yeah.
In my experience.
My best experience with a landlord was this old dude that had no idea what was going on. I mean, the apartment ended up being a nightmare, but he literally, when I moved in, I didn't sign a lease, and then every like month he would give me a handwritten receipt that said Kevin. And I was just like, this guy has no fucking idea what is happening. He was the best. You couldn't have animals, and then one day he came over and I had a dog. He goes, "Hey," I said, "No dogs." I was like, "She's a service dog." He goes, just walked away, and I was like, that was it. So then this dude fucking dies. R.I.P. Doug. I know, man. Old dude
Doug?
dies. Yeah.
Dogs
man.
are always fucking cool, dude.
You could pay Doug on the 15th, and you could like text him and be like, "Doug, I'm late," and he'd be like, "Just get it when you can. No rush."
The old hippie dude?
Dude, just an old dude
Or
that
just
was
an
checked
old
the
dude.
fuck out. Like
Yeah.
he just, but the
Like
other
he
end
has
of that,
enough money. He's
right.
just, you know.
The other end of that
Yeah.
was Doug ain't fixing shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
his
yeah,
buddy
yeah.
might come by. You know, like,
Yeah.
that's the arrangement we had.
Yeah.
But
He'll
Doug,
let Randy know something's
right.
wrong.
Right.
Like Randy will come by and maybe fix it. Like
But he gets it done, though?
Randy
Yeah.
will come by if it needs $50
Dude.
for heroin in the morning.
Hey.
all you got to know is my buddy did bathrooms. Little John did like showers and stuff. And when he came over one day, he like came out of the bathroom. He's like, "Who the fuck fixed that shower thing?" The dude just had it like rigged up.
Yeah.
I had like one of those PVC things that you would turn on and off.
Right,
because
right,
Nice.
yeah.
It was awesome. But it was, I had to, I called him. I was like, "Yo, it's like Chinese water torture." Because my fucking faucet was
Damn.
dripping. It was
Oh,
driving me
man.
crazy.
Yeah.
In an 800 square foot apartment, it is all you
Oh,
fucking
that-
hear at the end of the night.
That is.
And that was in the height of me, like, you know, staying up till 4 or 5 in the morning, just sitting in bed, wishing you could sleep, like,
Yeah.
drip, drip.
Oh, my God. That's worse than withdrawing on
Oh
dope,
my
dude.
God, dude. That's like when you hear the birds when you're coming down off cocaine, you're like, just
Yeah.
give me a BB gun. I'll go out there and kill every
Yeah.
single one of
Yeah.
them. I'll murder every fucking robin and blue jay.
Yep.
I mean,
God.
yeah, I talk about that on stage, sitting there, and the train goes by in Marietta. It's
Uh-huh.
fucking nightmare. That train comes by a lot.
I
dude.
heard it last night.
Yeah, it comes by a lot.
You hear it all the way from here?
Yeah.
Wow.
So the guy was the coolest landlord ever. Then he dies, and then his bitch ex-wife comes in.
Oh,
This
no.
lady came in like a fucking Disney Channel villain, bro.
Oh no.
She was
Cruella DeVille.
Yes, she was a nightmare. She came in and just was like, "What do you mean? No one's on a lease?" Like I could see it actively in her face, like when she started to assess what she had fucking like gained and what she had inherited. You could tell. I was like, "Oh no, we're
dude.
out of here, dude." Within 2 months, she sold it to a company and they raised our rent $1,400. Like I was paying $700. They raised it $750 to $1,450. It was crazy.
Whoa.
And that was
Where's this?
It was right off the square.
Oh.
And it was like on Christmas,
Damn.
my toilet exploded.
I
it
think
was
Doug
insane.
didn't know how much
Yeah,
value
Doug
it
had
was worth.
Doug had no idea.
Yeah, dude.
Doug died thinking he had a
Fucking
dump.
Doug. Why did he
Wow.
That place,
How'd
I
he
think,
die?
sold for a couple million. Just, I guess, old age.
He was that old?
He was, yeah, bro. He's writing Kevin down on a handwritten receipt.
Yeah.
That dude was checked the fuck out. Like you couldn't smoke
Damn.
cigarettes, and he would like go over there. And my friend smoked in their apartment. They'd like answer the door with a cigarette. He'd be like, Randy's coming over later. Dude, that was the maintenance guy that my friend lived on like the 4th or 5th floor. And the guy was on a ladder and they just didn't think to tell her that some guy was going to be fixing something on her window.
Oh,
So
man.
she turned around and there's just a dude at her kitchen window and she just screams bloody murder. And then
Yeah.
this dude like almost falls off the ladder.
Oh,
Wow.
no.
Yeah, she's like, "Oh my God, I'm sorry. And the dude's just like,
Oh my
I was like,
God.
how could you not think to tell
gotta
somebody
tell
that?
people.
You're on the
God.
fucking 4th floor. The last thing you're expecting as a woman
a
is to look
dude.
over and be eye to eye
eye.
with some Randy. Just,
Oh my God.
just terrifying.
That's
I was like,
wild.
damn, dude, Doug. Didn't give a fuck though. Just,
Yeah.
you know,
Rest in peace, Doug.
R.I.P. Doug. But you gotta love landlords. I'll take that. I'll have
Yeah.
a landlord that never comes around, rather than a landlord that's up my ass all the time. I can't stand.
Like if
that.
your landlord's like an HOA,
Oh,
then you're fucked.
dude,
Yep.
That's the worst. I mean,
Homeowners Association is the worst anyway.
Yeah.
Like
anywhere or condo association,
Yeah.
any of that bullshit, dude. Anybody telling you what you can and can't do with your property.
that is wild. That's why it's like, but I paid for it. But now
Yep.
I'm in this shitty fucking neighborhood and I can't even have chickens or whatever the fuck I want. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? They're like, you painted your fits orange. In my parents' neighborhood, they had a fucking all-out battle because the dude wouldn't change his roof color. They wanted to.
Wow.
He got his roof done. They wanted him to change the color. He's like, so you want me
You can't know.
to take off this perfectly
Oh
good?
my
And they were like
God.
fighting him in court over it. The
Yeah.
guy's like, bitch,
That's
I
what I'm
will
saying.
spend
Like, they're
every
truly
last dime
evil.
that I have to not give you the satisfaction.
They get like that's like the pure example, the perfect example of a power trip right there is HOA.
Yeah.
They don't need to care what fucking color his roof is. There's like nothing necessary.
doesn't matter at
It's
all.
not
It's
necessary
like
at all.
I get what the reasoning for is
It's
like
an eyesore or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah. So it doesn't take down
fuck your
property
eyes.
value, but it's like, bro, at what cost
But
are
maybe
we doing
it's a
this?
better roof.
Yeah, the
Just-
power trip of my friend dressed as shout out Kelsey. She dressed as a Karen for Halloween. It was a heaven and hell themed party.
she white and blonde
yeah, she
hair?
showed up. She put her hair up and she showed up in like with a tennis skirt. Hello, my name is Karen. She had a clipboard and she's like, as soon as we got to the party, she's like, I like to speak to the manager.
Oh shit! Perfect.
I was like, that's the scariest. Everybody was like,
Who's
what are you
running this party?
Yeah.
yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
I got to tell you this.
They don't have my favorite kind of Chardonnay here, and it's a big problem.
What do you mean you don't have Pinot Grigio?
You invited me here, and you didn't get my favorite wine.
Where are the
Who
paper
would do that?
straws?
Hey, let me tell you this, dude. I went to a house party the other day. I'm too old. I am too old. It like for real dawned on me at the party. I'm sitting there and I walked inside to like, because my friend was like, yeah, we're going inside real quick. And the first thought I had was, God damn, this music is too fucking loud.
Yeah.
Like, why is the music so fucking loud? Like, turn it down. I
Yeah.
can't even hear myself think.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh no.
It's
Like, I'm the old
happening.
dude at the
Yep.
party. Like, it happened so quick.
Dude.
I was like, fuck.
I don't think 30s is old as much as 20s is just still very fucking young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
And I
really
think that's
is.
something only an old person would say.
Yeah. I mean,
But
I'm 35,
maybe not.
36.
30, you are?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so
36 in January.
You're mid-30s
So I'm
too.
starting to be the guy that's like going to Irish goodbye the party and then call the police on it. You know,
Oh,
I'll
I
be
would
like,
never. Irish goodbye all day.
Irish goodbye the
I
party,
do-
call the police and be like, yo, 2 houses down, they're being loud as fuck. Next
love
day,
an
everybody's
Irish
like, it was awesome until the police showed up. You're like, that's crazy.
man.
When did they show up?
Yeah.
I must have left.
20 minutes
Yeah.
after I left.
No way, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a great night's sleep last night. It was quite nice.
I was
Yeah.
wondering why you guys quieted down so quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I was hoping nothing happened. Yeah. I couldn't believe it. I literally had that thought and was like, oh no, dude. I'm the old guy. I am the old guy at the
There's
party.
worse things, dude. You know?
Yeah, but you know what I really try not to do?
What?
Not to be the old guy that's
Yeah.
trying to act cool. You know, you don't
Well,
want to
then
be
don't
the
put
old
yourself
guy
in that
that's like,
situation,
let's
I
set
guess.
up the beer pong table. Like, dude, you're 37. Call
Yeah.
your
Don't
fucking
do
wife.
Yeah. No, that dude's not married, bro.
No.
Or he's got an ex-wife. You're like, this is
Yeah,
why you don't have
yes.
custody. Right
Very-
here. This
that's
is
it.
why.
Yeah.
Like we had those dudes when I lived in
You
Savannah.
can't give your kids breakfast on a beer pong table, Jeff.
I was about to say, dude, they had a fucking beer pong table in the kitchen. You know what I
Oh
mean?
my god, yeah.
Yeah.
I did too when I was.
Yeah,
I mean,
you got a
in my
stop sign.
20s,
You got a
in my
stop sign
for
on the
sure.
wall. You're like, yeah,
Yeah.
we fucking stole that.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
why?
When stealing signs was a cool thing to
Yeah,
do.
that's the
Yeah.
coolest.
Why was that?
I used to have a buddy that was
Government
a cokehead that
property.
had
Yeah.
a big sign that said bump. And every time
Yes.
people would come over, he'd be like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
get it? Everybody's like, yeah. I
Yeah,
fucking,
yeah.
I've
it
seen
says
that.
bump.
I've seen
You
that,
destroyed
yeah.
so many suspensions with
Yeah.
that.
You're like, yeah, dude, you owe me an axle. Dickhead. You're like, so you're the one over
Yeah.
there
Yeah,
on
you're like-
Jameson Street? Yeah. That's you
You
fucking
mean
asshole.
The bump right in front of your house
Well-
that I hit every time I come through here?
I loved my neighbor when I lived at that apartment 2 floors up. I loved her, but she had one of the signs from a stop sign.
Uh-huh.
But it wasn't the stop sign part. It was just the pole.
Uh-huh.
And she had it like, here's her balcony. She had it like over her balcony and just laying up there. So every time I come home fucked up, I'm like looking up there, hanging out. I'm like, dude, all it would take is one little nudge of this thing, and then you just final destination
Oh,
in a pail
yeah.
with this fucking stop sign.
Yeah.
And every time we
Ugh.
get drunk, I would try to like bring it up, like, hey, if you want, I'll put that in the back of my truck. Get it out of here. She'd be like, no, I like it.
I like danger.
Yeah, yeah. She's like, I like
Yeah.
it, but it's one of those things like I kept trying to like casually drop a conversation.
Yeah. Before you
It's
get
like,
killed.
hey,
I feel like
get that the fuck going.
Yeah.
at some point you would just have to like wait till it's like the middle of the night and then knock it off on purpose when you know
Dude.
nobody's down
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Mhm.
And just be like, look how dangerous that could have been.
Yeah.
What if that happened at 5 p.m.? That would have been a big
I thought
problem.
We're
about
lucky
being-
it happened in the middle of the night.
I thought
Yeah.
about being the chicken finger bandit like Nate Allen, and just like his dad scrolling up the side of the building.
Bro, the chicken figure
The
bandit.
tendy thief, bro. The chicken tender
The
thief.
tendy thief is
The tendy thief. I think that's what we should have named the episode.
what we
If
should
you
have
haven't, go back and watch our episode with Nate Allen, bro.
Yeah.
He tells a story about his dad climbing up on the patio and
Yeah.
shit.
Okay.
Like-
It's another addict
yeah,
story.
like a
Okay.
multi-story patio climbing through the outside to steal chicken tenders.
The links to
Oh
go
my
and just
God.
to steal food is amazing.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
That's like you said, that's an office problem at home. Like this is something that I'm dealing with at
Yeah.
the workplace too. That drives me crazy when somebody eats your shit that you brought. Because we have a
I
company.
would flip out. I've
That's
never
why I always
experienced
put
that, but I've heard
laxatives
it.
in
I
my
would
food.
flip out. What kind of fucking adult steals other people's food?
Somebody's like-
I can live with diarrhea.
Yeah.
Can you?
You're like, it's 75% of my life has been diarrhea. You were only born in it. I was molded by it, Batman, molded by the diarrhea. You're like, they're like, dude, he put laxative in the brownies.
I haven't had a solid shit in years.
Like, he put laxative in the brownies. That psycho ate to himself. Just staring at everybody, eating them, knowing. I know what's coming.
knowing I'm gonna get to the bathroom first.
Like a musical chairs. You just get up and you're like, fools, all of you. Oh my God!
Yeah.
Could you imagine people just be? It'd be like a zombie movie. They're just banging on the door.
Bro.
Let me in.
They
so
did that
funny.
to us in basic training.
No, they gave y'all laxatives.
No, but
Oh.
the closest possible thing to it.
Broccoli.
No, so you're eating like food that is exclusively made by the military.
Yeah.
Right. MREs.
I mean sometimes,
Uh-huh.
but like there's like a dining facility where they're making stuff.
Cafeteria
None of it,
food.
yeah, basically cafeteria
Yeah.
food.
Mm-hmm.
So you're eating nothing but that for I think at this point
Circle pizzas.
they no nothing delicious like that.
Yeah, damn.
Delicious.
That's the first thing I thought, bro.
No.
Circle pizzas.
Literally,
were
like
shit.
the MO of the basic training defects is like nothing delicious is allowed
God damn, why?
because it's basic training. It's supposed to suck. So
I mean,
Wow.
Come
That's
on.
mind.
So here's the thing. My platoon sucked in basic at the beginning. And then our drill sergeant was like, if you win the next 3 events where we compete with the other
Events.
3
It's like
platoons.
field day.
Yeah, but so they're all throughout basic. So there's like a shooting day and there's so like each platoon gets picked
Okay.
or one of them gets picked for who did best in each event.
Right.
So we didn't win a single one, and then our drill sergeants were like, "If you win the next 3 in a row, we will let you have Taco Bell next time we go."
Oh, shit,
we go
that's
to
all y'all
the
needed.
the next time we
Crunch
go
Wrap
to the
Supreme.
bro.
I'm hitting every target.
So we get
Let me lay down.
yeah.
Let
So
me lay
that's what
down
happened.
first. Hold
So
on.
we won the next 3.
No way. Y'all went 3 for 3.
We went 3
Of
for
course.
3.
You had the right
and they're
motivation.
Like, and they're like, all right. So we go get haircuts. They're like, you can get in line. Go to Taco Bell. They're like watching us the whole time. We eat our Taco Bell, and then here's the thing: you march back. It's like a 15-minute march back, and then they just have us marching in place for like 45 minutes
Yep.
because
They know what they're
They know
doing.
they're like, you haven't eaten anything
Dude,
but
that is-
cafeteria food for 6 weeks, and we're gonna give you Taco Bell, and then make you.
God.
And by the way,
That's like CIA.
Dude,
this
that
is
is hilarious.
50 people. I think there is 8 total toilets.
Oh my God.
They have you-
And those toilets were getting some
Yeah.
miles on them.
Problems, dude.
Oh my God. That's like Guantanamo Bay
Dude,
level
they-
torture, bro.
Especially
Dude,
for
they
the, like
made
the
us-
49th
yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
Like,
Just that seat is just hot
Oh.
as fuck, dude. It's like a seat warmer. That is to me.
Yeah.
That is to me. All right. So I don't like shitting in public. And I'm
Fair.
telling you, I do not like public shits.
Yeah.
And nothing is more horrific to me than when I sit down and it's already warm and I
Yeah.
have to come face to face with the fact that this recently got
yeah,
used.
got
Still
annihilated.
feel the heat coming
Yeah.
off.
Oh, stop. Oh, it's the worst, dude.
I
Yeah.
don't like to think about it.
So Trent, how did this fare for you?
Yeah.
Dude, it was. I mean, it was a bad.
What number were you?
I think that I was in the top half. I'm pretty sure I got lucky.
Top
Like,
25.
I got up there pretty quick. Well, so it's also half males, half females. So it's 4 toilets per gender,
Oh,
and there's
that's-
more dudes. So
Naturally.
there's like 15 chicks who have to split 4 toilets,
Ugh,
and then the
lady
rest of
diarrhea?
it is dudes
Dude.
who have to split 4 toilets. It was it was a frenzy.
Dude, I bet
fucking
you they do that
imagine.
to every training.
Here's
camp.
the thing. I don't know if they did because they legit like gave us like a difficult thing to achieve that we then achieved. They made us work for our punishment.
Yeah, but you don't think they do that to because
that's
that's
pretty
funny,
fucked up.
dude. Like if
Here's
I
the thing,
like
they-
for them,
They
gotta-
might
that's-
offer it every time, but I don't know if it gets done all the time.
like that's entertainment for the
Oh,
officers,
yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
They were
Like,
they had a great Saturday.
I
I'm
would
sure.
do that to every single class that came through my.
For sure.
I think.
You have
Find,
to-
find a way to get them Taco
Find a
Bell.
way to yeah no exactly maybe give
Yeah.
them some incentive and then ask them to do something kind of hard that you know they'll get
Yeah.
and then force them to almost shit their pants and film it. They probably filmed it.
I'm sure. Yeah, they probably did. They probably did.
Somebody's got it.
There is footage of it somewhere.
But also,
I'm sure there's footage of it in the bathrooms.
yeah, but it would just be a power move to just not go to the bathrooms and just shit your pants and just stare the guy dead in the
That-
face
you're
and
right.
just let it rip and be
You're
like,
absolutely
He's
right.
going to make you do
did this.
sit-ups in your shit
You did this.
for hours.
Were you outside? So you were outside. You could have just taken down your pants and chat.
Yeah,
So
just
it's
shit
chat
right in
there.
front of him.
No.
Yeah.
This is on you,
Making eye
bro.
contact.
This is on you.
Just stare at him
You
while you
did
shit.
this. I am the captain now. Just shitting your brains out, and you know that shit. That's an ankle splatter shit.
That's
That's one of those
big
shits.
time.
Like that's
a
getting on.
sprayer.
That's
yeah.
getting on a few people's boots.
Yeah,
That's a
when
sprayer,
that's when
yeah.
you look around the circle and everybody's drinking when you're camping. You're like, dude, collectively we've had 33 Bud Lights. Like we are gonna
Yeah.
tear this woods up tomorrow. Like, we better have more than one shovel because we're gonna be out here like Shia LaBeouf. We're gonna be digging holes. Son.
We should maybe go dig holes tonight.
yeah. We should preemptively
Yeah,
dig
yeah.
the holes.
Prep. I
Nothing
think we
is
should prep
worse.
2 holes each.
Nothing is worse than trying to get out there in the morning and you got to shit and you're going through spider webs in that fucking fresh morning woods.
God.
Yeah.
Not that
Torture
true.
chamber.
Is
That's
that
pretty
worse?
bad.
Is that worse than sitting on a warm seat though?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the shitting on your ankles because you realized the amount of shit
you're not
that
as
is-
coordinated as you
I'd
thought.
rather
you were.
deal with the smell for a second and not have to deal
Oh,
with any cleanup.
We haven't even talked about the smell of a no water shit is horrendous.
no water
shit,
Dude,
yeah,
you
dude.
understand why
Water-
we figured that out
yeah,
quick.
water
Somebody
makes
was
you
just
agree
like,
for
I mean,
that.
that broke marriages up. Like people were walking in the bathroom like, absolutely not, dude. No fucking way. No way. Someone's pour water on it. Just pour water on it. I mean, poopery changed relationships forever.
Yeah.
That poopery
I-
spraying that,
seriously,
yeah. Because nothing.
I don't like it.
It'll
Doesn't-
tingle your ass.
It just tastes like.
It tastes like you're not supposed to fucking spray the poopery.
Did I say taste? God damn. Gave myself away.
You're like, dude, this
Shit. That's the weed. huh?
this breath spray is terrible.
I didn't know you weren't
Oh
supposed to
my
eat
god!
it.
On Halloween, before I forget, my friend, they're all
Holy
getting
shit.
ready in the mirror, and she hands my buddy fake blood. And she, like before she can even say anything, she goes, "Don't put that in your mouth." And my friend goes, "What the fuck?" He's just got a mouthful of this shit, and he's like spitting it out. He's like, "My fucking mouth is numb." I was just like immediately, like his first impulse was to put it in his mouth and let it dribble out. It was like, hey, here's this fake blood. Don't put that in your mouth. Like, woo.
Have you noticed there's a running theme on this show of people being handed things and putting that they put in their mouth and are immediately told not to do that?
It's just
Yeah.
it's just so funny.
I think
'cause
we've
that
had
was-
4
Why is
stories
that our
of that.
nature?
That's my immediate thought to when you hand me fake blood would be to put it in my mouth. Because
Yeah,
blood
dude.
capsules.
Yeah,
you buy blood
exactly.
capsules.
God,
I totally get it. I just it
Nah,
was-
dude, rip the inside of your cheek open. That's how I do it.
Oh, it was so funny. It was so funny. And then he was being a trooper about it. But dude, if I did that, I could have not gone to the party. I would have been spiraling. Just
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
hypochondriac in me
Yeah.
would be like, I'm gonna fucking die. I just poisoned myself. My mouth is so numb.
Call poison control. What's the number? I can't remember.
Call 4.
Oh, I knew I should have paid attention.
877 cash now.
Call Mr. Yuck.
Yeah. I would freak
yeah.
out. But hey man, thanks for coming on the cast. I thought
Dude.
this was a good episode.
Thank you for having me, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, man. You got anything to plug? You got anything coming up?
No, absolutely not right now.
You can catch Dave Oakley around Atlanta. What's your
Yeah.
favorite mic? Where you at?
Let's see. I like some of the lesser popular
Yeah.
ones. I guess that's fucked up to say, but I mean, you know what I mean. Like
Mm-hmm.
I like the Da Vinci's and the Savvy.
Yeah.
I like Savvy on Friday. I like Smith's Whole Bar on Wednesday.
Okay.
And Joystick on Thursday. I like them all.
Yeah.
Really, I don't dislike really any of them. I mean, actually, if anything, like I have fun at Da Vinci's, but that's usually like the toughest room to actually perform
that's where you
in.
gotta, yeah. That's
But
where you gotta
like-
work on it.
But it's fun, dude. I still have
Yeah.
a good time. But yeah, I go all over, man.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, thanks for coming on. Thank y'all for tuning in. Guys, we got shirts, so send us a message. We
Shirts.
are doing it. I'll have an official commercial
Y'all
next
got
week.
some merch?
Yeah, we got
Oh, yeah.
merch. So
Nice.
I'm doing an official commercial next week. I got a pretty good idea, a pretty funny video. But send us a message on in any of the Instagrams, and we will ship them and I will deliver them. And if you catch me at McCracken's on a Monday night, I'll have some on me. So thank y'all so much. Later.